Hello! Hi, my name's Ollie and I am just doing a quick run through on how I created my image for the hours. So it's got the three main characters in it, which are Clarissa, who is here, Virginia Woolf, and the lovely Mrs. Brown. So like always, I do my initial sketches and then they get recompositioned into an image, which is like this one. Again, this is a work in progress, which I'll be printing off and doing more textile based stuff too, but as it stands, this is what it's looking like at the moment. So Clarissa, she is spending the day going off to get herself some flowers, which she alongside other errands is sorting out for a party for her friend Richard. In terms of just highlighting little bits, this is the first kind of time where I've been integrating more elements underneath the actual image to make it part of the actual composition. So here I've got like the shadowing for her bunch of flowers, and underneath it's actually wallpaper of other flowers, and then by putting the two together, hopefully it makes them look more like she is holding her flowers in wrapped paper. That is also happens over here on this side with Mrs. Brown with her shirt, and that was taken from some 1950s style material, textile material, which you can just see the outline, which I cropped and then I edited into the shape of her shirt, so it fits kind of there. Been playing around more and more with that, and I'm enjoying making kind of collage based images, mixing between drawn in elements which I've done on the computer and then actually finding other images and inserting them into it. So Clarissa, part of what I've got her as she's looking out kind of whimsically on her day, I've got behind her and surrounding her all these other decaying flowers. And that's because the hours plays on the theme of time and the way we use our time and our ultimate demise. So I've got those elements there, and right at the bottom of the actual image is also a rib cage, which I've just added in there to nuance death. Virginia Woolf is with her niece, and they find this dead bird and they celebrate the life of the bird by making a wreath of flowers and thorns and commemorate the life of the bird before the kid goes off and runs off and plays. Because each of them have these kind of mundane tasks which they're doing, in terms of her playing with this kid, Clarissa playing with flowers, and in Mrs. Brown's case she's creating a cake for her husband. And with Mrs. Brown, she's really suffering from creating this cake. What I tried to do is veil her eyes with the icing sugar on top of a cake, so you can see it as a scratched in element, almost like the knife is applied it, but it's seeping also outside of the cracks in her face, and I've tried to make her look as porcelain and as beautiful as possible, but she's not able to contain how she truly feels. So the application of the icing sugar is with a bowl which contains something that's mouldy and rotten, which is all reflected in the background as well, and that's reflecting how she feels inwardly, outwardly, in terms of doing this mundane task of creating a cake for her husband. It's trapping her. Then with Virginia Woolf, she is painted more abstractly, and that's partially because I was giving different features to the three of them, but also in the book she is described as a difficult woman, a hard and difficult woman by her husband, who very much loves her and respects her, but also recognises the challenges that her brilliant mind gives her, and that's why I've given her these more angular, harder edges to make her appear more severe and stoic, I suppose, as well. But also it's acknowledging that she drowns herself, and that's where I've got the blue and the grey kind of swiping through her as well. And hopefully I've kind of brought the three of them together, because their lives are entwined. Elements like having this flower, which is actually created from icing sugar, also translucently there, is trying to bring in Mrs. Brown's elements to Clarissa's elements where she's going and buying the flowers. And the same with having icing dripping from the bird, which almost makes it appear like it's dripping blood. So I've just tried to put them all together as one fluid kind of mishmash of women who are struggling in different ways as the Hours is. I hope you like that explanation of why I've constructed this image. I loved the film, I loved the book. If you loved either element and want to share your thoughts or views, please do. Please keep on watching. It's really helpful because I'm just starting here. If you could click the subscribe button, I'd massively appreciate it, because it would just help build an audience for me, or just even by clicking the like button, that would be super helpful. Anyway, I hope you come around again. Many thanks and see you later. Bye.